Right, okay, so Dynacast is essentially a fiberglass material, and we use it for splinting and casts essentially, but only for bent forearms. So if you've got a forearm that looks bent like that, or if you've got a deformed wrist or a huge swollen elbow, Dynacast splints are really useful for pain control and for when they go to x-ray, because it's easy to x-ray through Dynacast than it is through plaster, okay? So you need to choose the appropriate size. So there's 3 sizes, 5 centimetre, 10 centimetre and 20 centimetre. And essentially what you need to do is measure your patient, a bit like before. But it only needs to be a rough estimate, because you just want to get it on so it helps with the pain. You take the clip off, and what you do is you measure out the length you need, and it's pretty tough to cut, so get some good scissors. Now, before you do anything else, you need to make sure you fold that over and push it back into the packet and put the clip back on. Because if you don't do that, the whole roll will go hard and it'll be wasted, okay? So now you've got your Dynacast, so you can open it up like that, and then you want to just trim the edges so it sits just inside the felt covering, like that. So if you've got a bent arm, all you want to do really is just lie it on the arm as best you can, just in either above or underneath, whichever's easiest. If you've got an elbow problem, then just try and lie it on the back of the elbow as best you can, okay? And then we'll bandage it on. So you just need to run it under the water, literally just like that. It doesn't have to be hot or anything. And then in your towel, you just roll it up to get rid of the excess water. You need one of these bandages, and cut yourself a couple of strips of elastoplast. So you literally put it on top of the arm, and you bandage it on. So you might need some help obviously while you're doing this, and the patient can have Entonox, fentanyl.
Didn't offer me any.
I didn't offer you any. And then that's literally it, okay? You don't need to use the whole bandage. And then you just tape it on like that. So it's not very difficult, but it's just understanding it's a different material, and then that will keep them more pain-free as they go to x-ray, and you can x-ray through that. And obviously that will be replaced at some point with a plaster cast, okay?